So recently we went to the Veganuary press launch. This is a video me interviewing Matthew Glover, the co-founder of Veganuary, and Lady Tabrizi, who is the friendly activist. So check out the footage, check out the interviews, go to veganuary.com and get involved with that great campaign, and I'm really proud they're supporting vegan futures. So check it out. We're at the Veganuary press launch, which has been really fun. So we're hearing about the start of the 2016 campaign.
Yeah, it's looking exciting.
So yeah, it's just really good to hear Matthew, Jane and Clea talk about the successes they've had so far and what the plans are for next year. And you know, it's looking really exciting with the aim to get 50,000 people to try a vegan lifestyle this January. And like, yeah, just wondering what Ali as well, what are your thoughts on that, the work they're doing and stuff? Like,
yeah, so I listened to their little 5-minute rundown basically of what Veganuary is all about, and I was just shocked. I couldn't believe they're having so much success with the way they're doing it, and I'm always interested in what's the most effective forms of activism, and the way they're doing it's very friendly, very open, non-judgmental, always offering support throughout the way, very information based. And I was just really impressed by what they're doing, and they're doing work throughout the year. It's not just on January, which is what I thought it was only on January, but I discovered it's actually all year round. And the stats that they're showing is really incredible. It's just going up and up and up with the people that are going vegan and staying vegan.
48% of people who did it last year are now staying vegan, and that's not counting the people who have just reduced their meat consumption, you know, or now vegetarian or primarily like vegan. It's the success they're having is outstanding. And I think, in my opinion, what really is contributing to that is the consistency in the work that they're putting out there. You know, there's consistent messaging every day, consistent sort of community support they've built with their online Facebook groups, and so I think that a message from that would be consistent in what you're doing in terms of like trying to get a positive vegan message across. And I think has that been your experience in kind of growing your channel and stuff?
Yeah, for my channel, I mean, I've been doing it under a year now, but the biggest thing that I've learned just in the last couple of months is be consistent, make videos consistently, and just put the information out there. Don't withdraw and just be lazy with it. If you really want to get the results, you're going to have to put the effort into doing it, and that's what Veganuary is really doing. You can tell with their kind of professional attitude towards the situation. It's just I'm so inspired by actually watching it. I really want to take that away and put that into my channel, I think.
So like with your videos and stuff, like what's the biggest challenge of being consistent? You do put out quite a lot of videos and stuff. Like, is it the idea generation, or is it worrying about like how people are going to respond and stuff? What's
I mean, people will say that they don't care what people think about their videos, but I think that's a bit of a lie. I think we're all mindful of what we're doing, because otherwise we wouldn't be doing it. We wouldn't be putting the message out there. And my channel is to try and reach out to non-vegans as well as vegans and help people go vegan, and after that become more active vegans, get the information on board and help educate other people, because a lot of people, once they become vegan, they're shy. They say, I'm sorry to be a hassle for when I'm eating at your house. And I think just to educate people to be able to be more confident in themselves is quite important. But yeah, consistency, and I found being friendly is the best way. The friendly activist, the friendly channel, and I think.
So you're staying friendly?
Sometimes I can be a little bit, sometimes I can dabble in a bit of just short-temperedness, but I think that's just come about through just constantly being exposed to animal slaughter videos and things like that. And I think just keeping that balanced, and when I do stay balanced and stay more friendly, that's when I get the most results. So that's when my channel's going, more friendly, more educational based, and just sticking to that.
It's great, it's exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see where it's going to go. And
just quickly, so you're going to be joining us at Vegan Futures, my new festival. It's going to be coming to Hackney Wick on the 7th of November. And so, what are your thoughts about Vegan Futures? Are you excited about? I'm
so excited. This will be my first actual talk on veganism, and
it's another debut.
Another debut. I'm really excited to be talking about the environmental impact that not many people know about. I spend a lot of time finding out the data about this, the numbers, and also talking about the animal rights issues that not many people get immediately exposed to. Some people go for health reasons, and it's good to kind of show them the ethical aspect, because I think that's what helps people stay vegan long term, being exposed to this kind of information. So that's my kind of duty, that I really like to show people that information, just to make sure that they have that in their head so that they can answer people when they have questions about it.
Yeah, I think once you expose to that information, that real horror that is animal agriculture and the way animals are treated, there's no denying that truth in your heart. So I think that's a really important point. So yeah, man, it's good to have you here, and like it's been a great press launch, and we're both really pumped about Veganuary next year. I just can't wait to see what they do.
I'm really excited.
And I'm looking forward to your talk at Vegan Futures. That'd be great.
I'm looking forward to doing it. So
sure,
can't wait.
All right, see you later, man.
Speak soon.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, it's not bad. It's really good.
Yeah, it's our first Veganuary press launch. As James said, when we first came up with the concept over 2 years ago, we had no idea that we were going to be in London with lots of journalists and sponsors and really great companies supporting us, for Veganuary. So yeah, I think it's gone really well. We're at Tibbetts, which is a fantastic vegetarian restaurant in London, and they've been great supporters as well, giving us the venue, and we've got smoothies and canapes and everything, so it's all very posh.
Yeah, lovely.
So yeah, I think it's gone pretty good.
And so what's going to be new for Veganuary 2016? Because obviously we've had such great success in the last 2 campaigns, and there's a real momentum building, and I think Veganuary's been really important in building that momentum throughout the UK and also more internationally. Like, even personally, I know several people who have gone vegan, and lots of people who are now vegetarian or eating less animals as a result. So what are you sort of adding for this year? What are you really excited about?
Well, the advantage this year is we've had a lot more time to prepare. Last year we were working on the website, so it was, by the time we actually launched, we put a lot of work into that, whereas this time we've been able to think more strategically about how we go about launching again to get as many people as possible to sign up. So from the first year, I think we had about 3,500 people take part.
That, wasn't it?
Second year, 12,800, so that was a 4-fold increase. So the idea is to try and get in the region of 50,000, so that's going to be a big ask. But days like today are going to be so important. Talking to the media, trying to get more mainstream media to take part, to publicise the campaign. Veganism is something that's hitting the headlines a lot more than it ever would have done sort of 2 or 3 years ago. So that really helps. So the overall movement is helping. Our case really.
And obviously, like, things are changing, like you said, things are moving. What do you think's been the biggest shift in sort of the 2 years of Veganuary from what you've heard from the supporters or what you've observed in the media? What do you think's like changing the most, and like what do you see what's going to come next? Because what's the next big thing you think that's going to change in perception of veganism? A couple of questions there.
Well, I think it's it's slow progress, but it's progress is my view. So I think veganism is becoming more mainstream. I think that's the critical part. So, whereas 5 or 10 years ago, even before I was a vegan, I thought that it was a little bit sort of something that maybe just, what's the word? Sorry, I lost it.
Swampy does or something.
Well, exactly. A little bit more hippie-ish. Whereas now, I think, with a lot of the media attention, and not just that, word of mouth as well, more and more people are meeting other vegans and realising that in fact they're just normal people like the rest of us. So I think that really helps. There's a lot more products on the market, and so there's momentum in that sphere, which really helps. So it's a number of parts of the puzzle that are getting put together to make it a little bit more accessible for people. So there's some great campaigning groups out there, obviously Veganuary, but others as well, which is bringing it to the attention of people. So I think you're getting a lot more vegetarians that are realising that they became vegetarian for ethical reasons, but if they really want to go the full distance, then you naturally need to go vegan. So I think that helps as well. So it's just a lot of different things, but it's positive. It's really pleasing.
So like, to finish off, just a bit of a sort of random question. Like, what would be your big dream for 2016? What would real success look like for Veganuary 2016?
Well, I think if we can get 50,000 people to take part, that would be wonderful. Anything over and above that. When we started, we dreamed about millions taking part, and it's going to take
10 years.
Maybe if over the sort of the next 5 to 10 years, then gradually year on year it just gains more and more momentum, then that would be wonderful. I think it would need to have some sort of seismic shift, or some sort of like a big celebrity getting on board and really promoting it, you know, that would make a massive difference to us.
And so for anyone who's actually watching this, what's the best way they can support Veganuary? Like, because I know a lot of Veganuary has been funded by yourself and Jane personally. How can they support Veganuary? Like,
yeah, well, there's a number of ways to support the campaign. First and foremost, the most important thing is if you're not vegan, give it a go in January. That's the best way to possibly support it. If you are vegan, then please tell your friends. It's a great way for people to dip their toe in and trial it, you know, for a month and see how it goes. So we need the vegan animal rights community to get behind the campaign and tell their friends. From a financial perspective, as I explained in the presentation, we've worked out that for every £10 that's donated, we save 130 animals. For every £100 that's donated, 1,300 animals. I don't think there's a bang for your buck. Very many non-for-profit organisations that can really suggest that they'll make such a difference to reduce suffering and make the world a better place. So, you know, bang for your buck. I think that Veganuary is incredibly effective. So, you know, and the more cash we have, the more we can invest in the campaign. And we're not for profit. Everything gets put back into campaigning. So that would be wonderful if people did that as well.
Yeah. So I'll just bring this around for a minute. Yeah. Flip it. So Matthew's going to be appearing at Vegan Futures on 7th of November in Hackney.
Can't wait, that sounds great.
It's going to be good. We're going to have lots of people talking about ultra endurance, athletics, animal rights, campaigns like Veganuary. So come along and hear more from Matthew and myself. And here's to Veganuary 2016 being a big success.
Yeah, it's not too far away, and it's the same time as the launch of Veganuary as well. So you know, we're keen to be involved. So
great.
Thanks, Damien. Cheers. Thank you.